Hello everyone, this is Rohan. I welcome you to U Greater Than UPSC. We have started this UPSC 2025 free mentorship series in which I will teach you the whole syllabus of UPSC except your optional, everything from scratch. Just stick to the channel and you will have the highest chances to clear this examination. Okay, I welcome you. Please like, share, subscribe, and please like the video because it takes a lot of effort. Really, sometimes I pause the video just to take a breathe. That much efforts are required to bring the quality content. So please like the video. It's your responsibility. Be a responsible person. Okay, and it's my responsibility to deliver the best content to you. Okay, the responsibility on both sides has to be balanced one. Okay, so please like the video and subscribe to this channel if you are new to the channel. I'm working very hard. I'm already putting my sweat and blood to this initiative to guide you thoroughly and in a very qualitative manner. Okay, so thank you so much. We have this is lecture 2 of GS3. In month of July we have decided to complete whole syllabus of GS 1 2 3 4 by October 30. Okay, thus in month of July we are going to cover whole syllabus of GS3. So we have already discussed some 5 questions on GS 3.1. There are 20 points in the syllabus, and first point we have discussed in lecture 1. You can watch that. Go to the channel, you will easily get that video. There are not lot of videos on channel, so you can easily find them. So this is lecture 2 on GS3. This is question number 6. We have discussed already 5 questions. Okay, let's start without wasting any more time. The service sector has become a dominant force in India's economy. Examine the factors behind the growth of service sector and its role in employment generation. This question is all about service sector. Okay, तो हम इंट्रोडक्शन कैसे करेंगे? सर्विस सेक्टर इन इंडिया एम्प्लॉयड 34% ऑफ इट्स वर्कफोर्स. दिस इज़ द डेटा ऑफ वर्ल्ड बैंक कि इंडिया का जो 34% का जो वर्कफोर्स है वो सिर्फ सर्विस सेक्टर में है. फिर हमें क्वेश्चन में 3 चीज़ें एक्चुअली ये चीज़ें पूछे. एक तो एक सर्विस सेक्टर के ऊपर बेस्ड क्वेश्चन है. इसमें फैक्टर्स पूछे हैं जो कि सर्विस सेक्टर के ग्रोथ के लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल है, उनको एग्जामिन करना है. और सर्विस सेक्टर का रोल पूछा है इन एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेशन. द फर्स्ट, factors behind growth of service sector. These are some factors. Please look at the wording. This kind of professional wording should appear in your answer sheet. Then and then you will be able to catch the marks. Okay, so factors behind growth of service sector. This is the first factor. Globalization and outsourcing. India's English speaking जो workforce attracted global outsourcing with IT BPO revenue accounting to $194 billion in 2022. ग्लोबलाइजेशन एंड आउटसोर्सिंग की वजह से क्या होता है कि एक सर्विस सेक्टर में बूस्ट आता है. ये ग्लोबलाइजेशन आउटसोर्सिंग की वजह से जो इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग इंडिया की वर्कफोर्स है उन्होंने ये अट्रैक्ट किया है ग्लोबल FDI या फिर जो भी इन्वेस्टमेंट ये जो कुछ भी है, तो इनको सर्विस सेक्टर ये ग्लोबलाइजेशन एंड आउटसोर्सिंग की वजह से ये सर्विस सेक्टर की ग्रोथ के लिए एक इम्पॉर्टेंट रीज़न है. फिर स्किल्ड वर्कफोर्स एक इम्पॉर्टेंट रीज़न है सर्विस सेक्टर की ग्रोथ के लिए. देन टेक्नोलॉजिकल एडवांसमेंट जैसे कि ई-कॉमर्स हो गया, डिजिटल पेमेंट्स, दीज आर वन ऑफ द इम्पॉर्टेंट रीजन फॉर द ग्रोथ ऑफ सर्विस सेक्टर. देन वेस्टर्नाइजेशन इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट वर्ड. दिस इज फॉर्मल वर्ड. ट्राई टू मेंशन सच formal words, then your answer will look like formal and it will catch the mind impression. Then westernization drove demand for healthcare, entertainment and hospitality. Then policy initiatives such as national telecom policy spurred the telecom sector and boosted digital services. So these are some important factors that have contributed, and these are the factors these are behind growth of service sectors. This is 5 points. So very important. We have quoted data, we have quoted formal words, then some examples like national telecom policy. Okay, then role of service sector in employment generation. What is the role of look at this question. You have to just supply the demand, sorry, you have to supply the good content for the demand. Okay, it is asking role. First we have addressed factors, then we have to address the role. Okay, role of service sector in employment generation. Look at this. What are the role? The important employment provider. According to World Bank, service sector is employing 34% of India's workforce. This is important. We have quoted data, we have quoted World Bank, so such a good answer it will look like. Then women empowerment. Diverse job roles in service sector offers flexibility, aiding women's participation in workforce. ये सर्विस सेक्टर एक वुमेन के एम्पावरमेंट के लिए भी काम करता है. देन एम्प्लॉयमेंट डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. अर्बन सेंट्रिक सर्विस सेक्टर ग्रोथ कर्व्स, अर्बन रूरल माइग्रेशन, बैलेंसिंग रीजनल एंड एम्प्लॉयमेंट डिस्पैरिटीज़. एम्प्लॉयमेंट डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन के लिए भी एक सर्विस सेक्टर बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करता है. फिर इंक्लूसिव ग्रोथ. द सेक्टर्स लेबर इंटेंसिव नेचर स्पैन्स वेरियस एजुकेशन लेवल्स, फैसिलिटेटिंग इंक्लूसिविटी एंड सोशो इकोनॉमिक प्रोग्रेस. ओके, एंड कुछ डेटा पॉइंट्स प्लीज़ नोट डाउन इट, यू कैन यूज़ इट इन योर आंसर्स. IT सेक्टर का सर्विस सेक्टर, IT सेक्टर जो ये सर्विसेज में आता है तो उसका वैल्यूएशन है $194 बिलियन इन 2022. अभी का रिसेंट डेटा इट्स नॉट येट रिलीज्ड. सो टूरिज्म एंड हॉस्पिटलिटी कंट्रीब्यूट टू 9.2% ऑफ GDP, and then financial services 6.7% of GDP, and export earnings in India are to $10 billion in 2022. Okay, then actually in question they have not asked about challenges, but I listed some challenges in service sector. So skill gap, then quality concerns, like maintaining quality in sectors like health, education is also one of the challenge, because, and these examples I have quoted from newspaper itself. Death of children in Gambia due to cough syrup made in Haryana. Visual disability in Sri Lankan people due to dosage of eye drops made in India. ये जो कफ सिरप या फिर जो ये डोसेज आई ड्रॉप्स बनाए थे इंडिया में, इसके रिपरकशंस या फिर इसके इल इफ़ेक्ट्स बाकी कंट्रीज़ में दिखे. गाम्बिया में जो अफ्रीकन कंट्री है उसमें चिल्ड्रन की डेथ हो गई. श्रीलंका में लोगों को विजुअल इम्पेयरमेंट या फिर डिसेबिलिटी हो गई, जो इंडिया की, मतलब हमने क्वालिटी उसकी नहीं मेंटेन की, इसीलिए ये सब हुआ. तो ये क्वालिटी कंसर्न ही तो है जो सर्विस सेक्टर में एक चैलेंज बन रहा है, तो हमें क्वालिटी भी अच्छी रखनी है. देन टेक्नोलॉजिकल डिस्ट्रप्शन है, बैलेंसिंग टेक्नोलॉजिकल इंटीग्रेशन विद पोटेंशियल जॉब डिस्प्लेसमेंट ड्यू टू ऑटोमेशन. अगर ऑटोमेशन हो रहा है तो क्या करेगा ऑटोमेशन, लोगों का जॉब खा जाएगा. तो हमें टेक्नोलॉजी का भी बैलेंस बनाए रखना है, टेक्नोलॉजी को ऐसे डिस्टर्ब नहीं होने देना है लोगों की लाइफ्स के ऊपर. देन रेगुलेटरी फ्रेमवर्क्स आल्सो इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट, and especially in fintech services in which finance and technology are merged, like fintech. This is important word. ये रेगुलेटरी फ्रेमवर्क भी हमें लाना है. एंड ग्लोबल कॉम्पिटिटिवनेस इन इंटरकनेक्टेड मार्केट प्लेस इज़ अ की फॉर कंटिन्यूड ग्रोथ. ये कॉम्पिटिटिवनेस ये भी एक चैलेंज है. और वे फॉरवर्ड क्या है, गाइडेड बाय प्रोग्रेसिव पॉलिसीज, स्किल एनहांसमेंट इनिशिएटिव्स and technology infusion, the service sector's continued dynamism can drive India's growth story. Look at this wording, this formal wording. ये editorial से लिया गया है actually, मैंने direct editorial से. Then seventh question, critically evaluate the role of foreign direct investment. देखिए, this is the question on foreign direct investment in India's economic development. Discuss its impact on various sectors and measures taken to attract and regulate FDI. Okay, impact and measures. That's it. This is the question. How we will introduce the question? According to RBI and central government data on FDI shows $85 billion of FDI inflow in 2022. जस्ट FDI का कितना इन्फ्लो हुआ है इंडिया में 2022 में, इसका एक डेटा मैंने दिया, और वो डेटा को बैक करने के लिए या फिर उसको सर्टिफाइड बनाने के लिए RBI और सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट को मैंने जोड़ दिया वहाँ पर. फिर हमें क्वेश्चन में क्या पूछा है, एक तो FDI's रोल. ओके, देखिए FDI's रोल इन इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट, देन इम्पैक्ट एंड मेजर्स. 3 थिंग्स दे हैव आस्क्ड, वी विल एड्रेस इन सेगमेंट्स. First, FDI's role in economic development. First is capital infusion. FDI supplements domestic investments. Example, setting up of Carol USA chips factory in Pune, Maharashtra. यह भी न्यूज़पेपर का रिसेंट वाला एग्जाम्पल मैंने उसको चिपका दिया यहाँ पर. ऐसे न्यूज़पेपर को आपको यूज़ करना है. ये कैरोल यूएसए चिप्स जो थिंग है, ये एक वो सभी लोग पढ़ रहे हैं एक्चुअली, दिल्ली के जो भी पेपर चेक करते हैं लोग, उन वो भी रिलेट कर पाएंगे कि यार इस स्टूडेंट ने इसका एग्जांपल यहाँ पर ऐसे कोट किया, मतलब इसका एक होलिस्टिक अंडरस्टैंडिंग है। तो यू हैव टू लर्न दैट, एंड आपका काम मैं आसान कर रहा हूँ, सो डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट, जस्ट follow these notes, note down it multiple times, do revisions and practice answer writing, that's it. Then technological transfer, FDI का रोल है कि many multinational corporations bring advanced technologies and management practices. Then employment generation, around 39 lakh people employed in 2021 due to just FDI despite having challenges of COVID. Then export promotion, what FDI do is FDI led manufacturing and services created $205 billion का exports in 2022. Then there is skill development due to FDI. FDI backed industries often necessitate a skilled workforce. That is one of the important role of FDI. Then there is next, मैं ऐसे इसको एक पॉइंट वाइज फॉर्मेट में भी लिख सकता था कि impacts on various sectors, फर्स्ट पॉइंट, सेकंड पॉइंट, थर्ड पॉइंट, फोर्थ पॉइंट, लेकिन टू ब्रेक द मोनोटनी, एक बोरिंग उसका नेचर, एक आंसर का बोर ना होने के लिए मैंने इसको एक हब एंड स्पोक ऐसे मॉडल में इसको कर दिया। तो इसका इम्पैक्ट क्या है वेरियस सेक्टर पर, इसने पहले क्वालिटी मैन्युफैक्चरिंग प्रोवाइड की, इसने सर्विस सेक्टर को बूस्ट किया, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को ऑगमेंट किया, देन रिटेल में कंपटीशन बढ़ाया, और मॉडर्नाइजेशन ऑफ हेल्थ केयर एंड फार्मा इंडस्ट्री को भी उन्होंने सपोर्ट किया। ओके, दिस इज़ द इम्पैक्ट ऑन वेरियस सेक्टर्स। देन what is the third point in this question? They have asked about measures to attract and regulate FDI. These are the 5 points that I have listed, very important, very formal and professional wording. Just have a micro analysis या फिर observation. The first is liberalization. More LPG reforms can attract more FDI. We have already done with the LPG reforms in 1991, but more needs to be done too in order to attract more foreign direct investment. Okay, what happens in the LPG reforms? They just reduce some restrictions, entry barriers वगैरह ये सब. Then policy revisions can be made in order to reduce barriers and for relaxed entries of multinational corporation. Just easily they can enter into India, can invest in India and produce here, manufacture here, brand here, market here, and can contribute to the growth of Indian economy. Okay, then there is special economic zones can be set up, and they offer tax incentives and conducive environments for companies. Okay, special economic zones just like in Chennai, in Kolkata, in Gujarat, in Bombay, Pune, like this special economic zones can be set up. Then investor facilitation through programs like Invest in India. Invest in India I have mentioned because it gives you one additional mark, this kind of things, and relaxed entries, look at this word. Then LPG reforms, special economic zones, these are very formal words, these kind of words attract more marks. Then bilateral treaties like drone deal with America, then AK-47 deal with French or something like country that is going to happen in UP, Uttar Pradesh. Like these bilateral treaties can attract and regulate more foreign direct investments. What is the way forward? With strategic utilization of FDI, the nation is poised to harness global partnerships, innovative technologies, and enhanced economic indices. Look at this wording. Nobody will give you such a formal answer. Just stick to this channel. If you are, a wise student, you will know the worth of these things. Okay, so again telling, please like, share, subscribe. It is taking a lot of efforts. Thank you so much for joining and watching this video. If you have watched till this, that means you are very serious student. Thank you. Then there is 8th question, this last question, which deals with the first point of GS3. Okay, and from tomorrow onwards we will start with point 2 of syllabus of GS3. Okay, this is last question for the point 1 GS3 syllabus. The National Rural Employment Guarantee Act (NREGA) aims to provide employment and alleviate poverty. Assess they asked assess the successes and limitations of program in achieving its objectives. What is NREGA? It is National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, that is MG NREGA, M for Mahatma Gandhi ji. stands as a cornerstone of India's development strategies aiming to combat unemployment and uplift rural poverty. This is the introduction. This is very formal introduction. Look at this wording, cornerstone, combat unemployment, uplift rural poverty is formal wording. Then what they have asked, successes and limitations. Just now let's look at the successes of NREGA. Employment generation. It generated employment with 312 crore person days of work in 2022 according to Ministry of Rural Development. This is the nodal agency which implements and which looks after the NREGA. Okay, employment generation, this is the first important point. Then what is the other successes? That is poverty alleviation. Okay, Journal of Development Studies, this is important, quote this and get 1 mark extra, revealed that NREGA led to 2.4% of reduction in poverty. Then there is third success of NREGA is asset creation. Over 48 lakh works have been completed under NREGA, spanning rural infrastructure, water conservation and afforestation. Then there is women empowerment. NREGA demonstrated success in enhancing women's economic participation. The Tata Trust report, look at this. This is important. These kind of thing attract 1 extra mark. Code that and get extra marks and be the toppers. These are the successes. It creates assets, it empowers women, then it reduces poverty, it generates employment. Very important point, and you quote this kind of data to back your arguments. Limitations, in the next part they have asked, look at this, they have asked limitations of NREGA. Delayed payments, this is one of the limitation. Then there are administrative bottlenecks. Look at this wording. This kind of wording should appear or should come in your answers. Bureaucratic mismanagement and inefficient monitoring, these are the some of the limitations. Then there is limited skill enhancement due to repeated works of same nature, just they are digging holes in the ground just to plant trees or conserve, yeah, to save water, to store water. This is a limited skill, there is no skill enhancement. This is one of its limitations. Then there is wage disparity. Wage rates under NREGA often fall below minimum wage standards. Okay, and leakages and misallocation of works, this is one of the its limitation. Aadhaar linking issue and suspension of accounts, this is major issue. It was very much in news, and if you read the Hindu newspaper you will get to know about this issue. This is current thing I have added. So what is the way ahead in when it comes to NREGA? See, I have listed way ahead in point voice format. This is new style and it can attract 1 extra mark. Reading that paragraph like this, it becomes boring. So we have tried to, it's like innovation in the exam of answers. It's a exam of answers, actually mains exam. So way ahead is like, first, skill development integration is required, and synergizing schemes such as mixing NREGA with PM Awas Yojana can be a good way ahead, such a innovative thing it can be. Then technological integration for attendance tracking of workers, it's a good thing, technological integration. Then administrative overhaul is required. This administrative overhaul is very primary affair, very professional word. This kind of wording should appear in your answer. So we have finished point 1 of GS3 syllabus. Okay, as you know that if you look at the GS3 syllabus, there are 20 points in the syllabus. So in first 2 lectures, that means lecture 1 and lecture 2, point 1 we have covered. So lecture 3 will be based on point 2 of GS3 syllabus. So this is how we will proceed, and in month of July we will cover whole GS3. Okay, so remember this and stay tuned. Again telling, please like the video. It's very important, actually. It gives me energy and motivation to work hard and to bring more good quality content. Thank you so much. Wish you all the very best. Keep watching. Thank you.